Hey guys, it's Perry. Today we're reviewing a bronze Viego game. We're going to look at how we can use fundamentals and the basics to break out of bronze ELO. I believe this is a bronze 4 level game. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Yep. So let's take a look at what happens first. We go take a blue pets, which is good. Go into the top side, sure. We do have to blow flash here. Okay, so I'm guessing the intention that you have right now is you want to go for a ward level 1. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was looking for a ward.
Okay. Here's a trick on red side. Is this pathing and this pathing actually just a map just based off of the layout of the game. This is much harder to go for a ward on. This, on the other hand, is much easier to go for a ward. That's why on blue side you can always go for the raptor ward. But additionally, on red side you can go for the raptor ward as well.
Yeah.
So if you want ward on the enemy jungle, you can actually ward his raptors or his red buff on this side, and the raptors and red buff on the other side. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so don't go for his blue.
Yeah, if you really want that word. Okay, so we're off to a rough start because we're down in flash, not the end of the world. So here, is there a particular reason why you decide to path balling to top lane?
I think I just wanted to be on the other side to him. Who's the enemy jungler?
Yorick jungle.
Yeah, I guess I just didn't want him to know where I was. I don't know.
Okay, because you saw them like.
Yeah, I thought they went in there, but they didn't.
Yeah, you saw them like push you out here. So they likely got a ward on you. Okay.
Yeah, I thought
So
they went on there.
let's think about jungle tracking then. If there's a ward here, then do not see you pull it for a whole minute.
They're gonna figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think that? What does that mean? That means you've started the bot side.
Yeah.
So that ward gives you information regardless.
Yeah.
So starting here is fine. So
Yeah, normally I clear down. Yeah.
yeah. So this game is like a okay, that's fine. We're clearing out. Not the end of the world. Player's looking great. This part here is where this part looks a little messy here. You want to just stand exactly where you are and queue down like this. And if you don't hit this one, it's okay. If you don't hit this one, it's okay. You want to just hit the big boy, the big raptor, the big krug, the big wolf. In any AOE camp, you always want to hit the big guy.
Yeah.
And then here you mess your auto attack up here, it's okay. And then here you mess another auto attack, and you mess another auto attack here. So, do you see that? One auto attack.
Yeah.
You forget to auto Q, or sorry, auto W, auto, and then you hit the small guy again. So that's where you got a little slow. Okay, so let's take a look here. You're done. Great. Pretty good timing. You buy your lyrics. Or what is it? I don't know what that name's called actually. And then you look bot lane. Okay, bot lane looks like a bad fight. This is good. Good respect. I think one thing that I might be a little rough here is if you're not deciding to come, if you're like, okay, this is not gonna be easy. Yorick's pretty healthy. Yumi's gonna be attached. Jin's pretty healthy. What you can do instead here is not show. And the reason why not showing is so important is because now they have clear information about exactly what you've done.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just break down what's happened. You full cleared. And your bot lane has gone 1 for 1, 2 for 1. Your mid laner died solo, and then your bot lane just now dies. Okay, so not so far. Your bot lane's died 4 times, and your mid laner's died once. They have one laner right here. This game.
At this point, I was like, Fiora is my only hope. That was probably my thought at this point.
Yep. Okay, so surprise Yorick goes on top of you. Okay, you're in the top side. Okay, so. There is actually so far everything has been good. Really fluid first 6 minutes of the game. Right now, there's a key thing I'm looking at the top side that makes any 2v2 top lane bad. Okay, so I'm letting you know what happens. It's bad. Now reverse engineer it. Why is our top 2v2 bad? Given your conditions and Fiora's conditions.
She's got half health and no mana.
Yeah. She does not want to fight anything right now. What is Fiora's goal? Primary goal right now?
Reset.
Okay, what does she need to do to recall?
Shove the wave.
That's her goal. Shove wave so she can recall. Great. So in your head, that's what you're playing for here, right? So that's what you should be thinking about at least. So you're not actually trying to fight too hard here. So when you go for this trade, realistically, what you're thinking about is how can I make sure, if possible, to help my Fiora, unless my Fiora wants to recall and TP. Overall, we're pretty much going to leave this as a good 6 minutes and 40 so far into the game. You recall, you go back to the bot side, clear this, you can pull the dragon. You see mid getting ganked. It's all good. You go back to your camps. Great. So far, so good. Don't eat the wall here. If you eat the wall here, then what's gonna happen?
Yeah, they can see it.
Yeah, they can see it. So this is something that that can be really annoying because you're sort of stuck onto the wall. So when you're like next to a wall like that, your E can just attach to the wall. Yeah. Naturally, excuse me. Another minor thing that I've seen you do this twice, is Viego clears fast enough to where you can do blue Gromp Wolves, Raptors, Krugs, then red buff.
Yeah.
The reason why it's so important is so you can synchronize this and synchronize that.
Yeah.
So here, excuse me, sorry. Here,
Bless you.
here, you could do your Raptors into your Krugs, then your red buff. And that way on your next sequence, it's going to be really, really synchronized.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a habit we need to break. You've done this 3 times now?
Just showing.
Just
showing
showing
for nothing.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Okay. You need to have, like, even this. What is going on? Okay. Go for the ball grab. Sure. Getting really close to our item. We have our item. Great. Okay. So there's some weird stuff going on here. I want to give you 2 perspectives here. One, look at what happens when people get really confident, cocky, and just like think that the game is going to be won. Right? They do stupid shit like this. So this is a way back into the game. You farmed well, you're strong, you have carry potential in this game. And on top of that, they're trolling, and then likely they'll give gold back into you. So your Pantheon's getting resources back. Everything has been looking good. What happens right now, though, is you're in the top side, you're recalling. How are you going to make it to mid lane? You're so far away.
Yeah.
Fully channel your recall, spend that gold, and then redo exactly what you did. And you would actually be, like, literally, I wouldn't say quicker, but look at this. Like, from here to here, and from here to here.
I'd nearly be there.
And if you ride your E through the wall the whole time, you'd actually be there. And the difference is you'd have 1k gold spent. So if another potential opportunity arrives, you'd be able to do something. But in this case, let's say enemy jungler is here, ready to fight you. You wouldn't be able to fight him. Potentially. Just food for thought. Otherwise, this is great. Enemy jungler does the grubbers. And here you are looking at him. Okay. You do your Krugs. So by the way, everything I've seen so far is like I actually would probably make very, very similar decisions, given the game state. The only difference.
I watch a lot of your videos.
Yeah, which is great. The only difference I would say is you can actually just actively look for. Well, obviously I wouldn't show 3 times, but you can look for more information on lane. So imagine this picture back here. When you're recalling in the top side, if you actually look at mid lane while you're recalling, so all the way back here, you look at what's going on mid lane. You can get an indication of maybe they're fighting. Like right now, they're fighting. And look at how long it takes you to realize that they're fighting.
Yeah.
So when I'm recalling, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look top lane, look at his mana, look at his HP, look at his items. I'm going to look mid lane, I'm going to look bot lane, look everywhere. I'm going to hold tab. So what you're lacking so far is the big thing you're lacking. Well, 1 is the habit you need to break of not showing, and 2, it's the idea that you need more information. So to find better plays, at least to make around the map, we need more information. Hold tab more frequently.
Yeah.
To check CS, items, etc. Check lane states for mana/HP. Early game, it's a pretty good early game, but I need you to have this emphasis on do not reveal yourself for fun. Fog of War is extremely important capital to abuse. You do not want to show yourself. Okay, so let's go back to where we were. You have your item, okay, you're just does so much damage. You're in the bot side, great. You do the spot crab, okay. You have 2 dragons. This game has been looking really, 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 really good so far. You're right around mid lane here. Vel'Koz is dead. Okay, clear bot camps. Okay. Recall here, okay. Cancel it, okay, good. Okay, this is very, very good. So, what I want us to evaluate here, what I want us to assess, what I want to explain to you. So, there's something that you've been doing a great job of, and it's focusing dragons, or getting the objective. What objective is also alive right now?
Tower, Grubs, Herald.
Yeah, Herald's up. Herald's a big objective you want to play for. Do you think in this game state it's actually possible for you to take the Herald?
Maybe. I think Fiora's she's farming well. She's not losing hard.
Right, and then let's say like you add their mid laner into the mix.
Mid is getting trashed.
Yeah. So their mid can always interact with top or bot. This mid is so broken, but generally speaking, they're probably only for the objective. So if you're worried that they're going to do the Herald, what you can do is actually let me ask. If they're doing the Herald, what do you want to do instead?
Push bot maybe, or push mid.
Push bot, push mid. Which one?
Bot.
Okay.
Opposite side.
Yep, opposite side. Perfect. What do you mean by push bot?
Try get tower.
Okay. How do you want to position to break that bot through? Where do you want to be? I'll give you 3 options. Option A here. Option 2. Option B. Out here 4 option 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one?
Maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah. So to get to 3 or 4, how should we path? Option
Around the back of the pit to
A?
dodge vision.
Yeah. That's how you want to break this bot through. So even if you're looking to go here and recall, this is not the place you want to recall. The place you want to recall is actually right here.
Yeah.
And that puts you in an advantageous position for you to potentially find plays. So a lot of people might say like, oh, like it's really lucky the play you found. Oh, it's really lucky. Like, oh, how they're inting. It's like, no. What a lot of the high-level players do is they put themselves in really good positions to capitalize on enemies' mistakes. That's the key difference. Because look at you here. If any of these wishes are awarded, right, then you're not gonna really be able to kill anyone here. But you sort of did see how at any point, if you could get on top of them, they get completely destroyed by you.
Yeah. I have a big problem with picking up the corpses by accident, especially in tower range, and then I just die, and it makes me wild. Like, I think I just attack move too close to it, and he's like,
Yeah.
corpse.
Yeah.
It's
good. It's good.
Happen.
You don't have to take the corpse here. It's really good. This response play is beautiful, and then you do this thing where you run towards the top side. Okay. Okay.
I eat the wrong wall there.
Right. It's good. Good. You can look at that yourself. Okay. Kill his wraith. Sure. It's recall. Good. So you're going Bork. All right. Is there a particular reason you opt single Kraken?
Oh, just Tom. I feel like he just feels so good with the attack speed too.
Okay, so you're a Bork fan, a Bork Kraken fan.
Yeah.
Or does it just depend if the enemy has
It's if they're all tanky too usually, but yeah, I would normally go Sundered third.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. If you were to blindly give me this game, and I would look at everything, be like, yeah, this is a very, very good game. Very impressed.
Yeah. I'm lucky this one uploaded, bro. The one that didn't upload, I entered for the level 1 fight, and we got in some strife.
So what do you think is preventing you from having at least consistent early games like this? What could be the thing that's stopping you?
Honestly, my last few Viego games have been really good. So
okay,
but yeah, like I'm getting better.
Things are clicking then, in a sense.
Yeah, I just kept playing him because I had some good games, then I kept playing him, and then it went real bad. But now I'm starting to get more comfortable on the champ. So yeah, it is getting better.
Right. So the learning process, pretty much. You're getting better as you go. Okay? Let me ask you here. What is your current goal in the game? 17 minutes. Right now, no objectives. Some turrets, I guess. What is your main goal?
Finish this next item.
Correct. You are spot on. So you want to get as many resources as you can. Wolves, Gromp, whatever else. So you can complete your item. Any kills. It's a good flash. Play for this kill. Great.
Shouldn't have taken that soul either, I don't think.
You can so actually taking the soul and running at people, you gain 10% move speed while you run at people.
Oh, okay.
So taking the soul is really important. And before you get out of the soul possession, alt, because you get an extra free ultimate. So just for fun, just to travel the map quicker. Have it. Yeah. And before actually it's all good. Okay. So then when you're here, what I want to assess is really important to note that like, hey, you're sending 3 people to hit this mid turret. What like, and technically you will get like barely enough gold for this.
Yeah, so you're saying they don't need me here?
Yeah, they don't really need you here. I mean, like this can turn into a kill or a death or anything. This is just
I die for this.
This is just shenanigans. Like why? Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Because what are you playing for again? You got a great play. Honestly, this is like amazing play. There's another big thing on the map that I'm considering as we're making this play as well.
Drag's coming up.
So what could be your problem? As I look more and as I'm realizing, like, okay, you've done a great job, is you lose sight of the big picture, which is a very common problem. Okay, you've done something great here. You got a massive play, and the adrenaline kicks in, or the excitement kicks in, or just like, it's like, we're doing great. I can start playing aggressively, I can start playing cockily, and guess what? You have like the dragon alive, and you just like completely miss it. This happened to me many times actually. You lose sight of the big picture. So not only do you die here, give him a shutdown.
I lose ult too.
Okay, so this is the start of something that we don't like seeing. Because that third dragon should be yours, and what's gonna happen is on the 4th dragon, they feel so bad, they feel so forced to fight you, and that is how you successfully create a good 1, 2, 3 through dragon early game. Have your item, very powerful. Okay. So I would even argue this is not a wall to E. Either
Yeah.
E in the middle here, because even if you don't get the fog, you get the attack speed. Or simply save your E towards the end
Yeah.
to chase them. So then here, again, please alt.
Yeah.
So here's a pathing tip. You see how you're like clicking at him? So when you click at him, you like right click here,
Yeah.
right click here, right click here, your character is going to path that way. If you
Yeah.
ran and clicked here and then charge W, you can connect this.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need to alt this guy to kill him?
Yeah. No.
Okay. So 3 of them are dead, right? And you have 4 people on the top side, and you have well, let me ask you. Let me ask you. If you were to compare a champion like Jin and Kaisa, who does Baron quicker?
Kaisa.
By how much?
Like a lot.
Okay. And Kaisa as a champion right itself, so now ignoring Jin, Kaisa champion itself does Baron really quickly. Now Vel'Koz, Pantheon, and Viego, what about those guys? Can go one by one.
The rest of it, like probably me second, and then Pantheon last, and Vel'Koz. Or
Yeah.
Actually, Pantheon then Vel. Yeah.
Yeah. You and are any of you guys actually weak against the Baron? Because a champion like Ezreal, for example, or Jin, those guys suck at doing Baron.
Yeah.
Are any of you guys weak on the Baron?
I don't think so.
So, the intention here, and the intention for every objective, is not to do the objective. And here's where it gets trippy. It's to force the enemy to come contest you so you can win a favorable fight. The problem with Baron is it hurts you. It hurts you way more than Dragon. So you're going to have to likely win the fight while being down HP, which is why it's important to note here that you have 3 of them dead. You would have saved your ultimate, and you guys are like in a good position right now. You have vision everywhere, and you have good champions to deal with them. So if they come contest you on the Baron, you're killing them. You're trying to, at least, and you're sticking with the Baron.
We have the bush pinked. We could bait it or something.
And then you also can do the Baron here because some of them are dead.
Yeah.
So I want you to have the goal in mind always on an objective. And you can see how you sort of started losing that in the mid game, where this dragon was up and you're just like, this is like right here. Right here, dragon is coming up, and you're just like not even thinking about how you can force yourself to be in a really 1v9 position by playing off the dragon.
Yeah. I don't think they would get that without me, that tower. I don't know.
So then is this turret worth going for?
Yeah, probably not.
What's worth more right now? This third dragon to pressure them, which is something you can contest, or this mid turret.
Yeah. Drag.
Okay. Let me tell you a secret. If you go for this dragon, if you go for this turret, and thinking about the dragon in proximity to this turret, you won't be able to do the dragon afterwards, because what do you guys as a team likely need to do after you just killed all these guys and you've broken the turret? What do you likely need to do?
Reset and buy.
Yeah. So this wave push should be what, actually?
Just to crash and then B.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think Tom could clear that good either. I was like, oh, Tom's got shit clear. But
right,
big.
but like Tom can't clear the wave, sure. You go for the turret, again, now you can't do the dragon.
Yeah.
Do you understand how that works?
Yeah.
Okay. So explain to me like I'm a toddler. Like, why is it so bad for me to break this mid turret? I want this mid turret. It's easy. If I do it as 3 together, okay. So what if I'm arguing with you here? And I'm like just discussing this with you. I'm like, hey, okay. What if I went for the turrets and I just didn't go and kill a Tom Kench? What if I just danger ping everyone here? Why is breaking the mid turret bad? Is it bad? Like, is it good? Like, what do you think?
Well, they're all going to be back up now.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I still fight them? Like,
No, like they've bought.
okay.
Like they've reset. I feel like.
Yeah, they've bought. They have better conditions. They have wards from the support. They see exactly where you are, so they see where you're coming from. You have less threat around the map.
Yeah, like we're on vision.
Right. This turret is not worth that setup on the dragon, that control on the dragon, that reset, that extra mana for Kaisa, that item for you. So here, technically, you could actually say, okay, well, I'm just gonna leave this TK here and go for the dragon, but you're still in a fucked up position at that point.
Yeah.
Great. So here is where it's like questionable as to should we have done the Baron or not? Absolutely, you should have looked to do the Baron. It is much, much better for you to play for. And then if I were to, I will do this at the end, but just at this point of the game, it's really important as well. Hold tab. I don't really have much information. I don't really have much to go off of. I don't know if if I want Monarchs, if I want Tabi, if Fiora's fed, if Fiora's weak. What about Vel'Koz? What about Kai'Sa? What about Pantheon? Who's doing what? It's important to note that I'm missing out on so much information in this game. It's like hurting you pretty much. I'm running out of base. Okay, I'm pathing for someone. I can look at what's going on in the bot lane. Rumble is dead. What's going on? What's the tab screen looking like? Is Kai'Sa strong? Kai'Sa weak? So again, this goes back to the information gathering.
Yeah,
and then a small note here. Yeah, press tab.
For an hour.
And then a small note here is make sure to switch to sweeper.
Yeah.
Around first base. Must have it when the enemy gets trinkets. Gets sub item.
Yeah.
And in the mid game, mid game fighting notes. Do not use your ultimate on the targets. You get 10% MS when facing enemies. When you have a possession, always use your ultimate. You have a corpse possession. Mid game, so holding Baron, fighting a Baron is a good way. Force the enemy to come take a fight on your terms. Remember to play for every objective. Do not forget. It's actually more important in the mid game than it is in the early game. You did a good job in the early game focusing on objectives. In the mid game, again, you sort of losing yourself. So your mid laner got caught here. Okay, let's restart here. What's your goal? All the way back here from base. What's your goal?
Is drag? No, drag's a while away. Push lanes.
Okay. What else? Push lanes. Sure. Get pressure. Sure. Get some basic stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Get some vision out.
Okay. One big thing you said earlier was play for your item. Same thing.
Yeah.
Right now,
yeah,
your goal is play for your item. If you farm all your camps, your red buff, your raptors, your krugs, your wolves, your gromp, that's gonna be worth around 600 gold, I believe, like 550 or whatever. Okay, and then the time it takes to do that, the crab as well. You do that 1 or 2 more times. Actually, you need 700 gold, so 3 more times. But 2 more times, it's plus some extra resources, maybe invade and whatnot, will guarantee get you your item. So you can have your item in 3 minutes from now, 4 minutes from now, which will make the next dragon fight, the elder fight, or the baron fight that much easier to win. So so a reasonable time frame for you to have your item, maybe around 25, 20. I would say 26, 27 minutes. It's possible at least. 28 latest into the game. Okay, so instead of chasing here, your guy's already dead.
Yeah, just stay in the jungle.
Yeah, do your raptors, do your wolves, do your gromp, do the bot crab, do enemy raptors, do enemy krugs, do bot wave, and then now what? Now you're 300 gold off your item. That's how you win me 9 games. None of this shenanigans. That's how you potentially lose games, by the way, because you're running at them and their Pantheon's Pantheon's out, and then Pantheon's oh wait, Viego's here, maybe I should go back in. Oh, Kai'Sa's here, maybe I should go do this, and then they just die.
Yeah, I get sucked in, and then we all get sucked in.
Yeah, you get sucked in first, sure, and then you come in, you're the next one who makes the dumb choice, and then everyone else is like, oh, we're also dumb, and then everyone is just fucking insane. Okay, Dragon's up yet again, and where are we?
Yeah, top.
But we're all the way back here, and Dragon's up. Dragon's coming up in a minute from now. All the way back here, Dragon's up coming in a minute from now. And then not a thought about, maybe I should A, recall, B, set up in the bot side, C, not show, none of that. It's just I'm showing on the wrong side. I'm not recalling. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have enough gold to recall anyway. But it's just the idea. You could maybe buy another pink one if you needed to. It's just none of that's there, and we're just catching waves. And then now we're on the wrong side of the map, and then now your teammates are sort of either forced to do it without you, and potentially something bad could happen.
Yeah.
Or you're just
we get that somehow. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I mean, yeah. And the next thing is you don't have your item just yet, so you want some resources. Great. So again, you can sort of get your item. That was pretty accurate. 26 minutes. And you could have done it even earlier if again you played your gold a bit better. Your time management a bit better.
Yeah, I need to just when they're inting, I'm like, no, you guys are inting. I'm staying in the jungle.
Exactly. Right, you got your item.
I don't know. I'm scared of Yorick for too long in this. He's level 14. If you keep watching, I'm just running away from this Yorick for no reason.
I'll give you the reason. You haven't held tab a single time this game, so you don't know how strong he actually is.
Yeah.
You have an actual, like, you actually have a full item over him. Let's play this little game. I go 5 times speed, and there we go. We see 1 tap screen. He's left for like literally a millisecond. That's what we're gonna look for. Okay, look, you have a 3rd item and 2 extra long swords over this guy. And then you also gotta evaluate, like, why the fuck does this guy faded ashes?
Yeah. What is he doing?
What is he doing? Then look at Jin's items, look at Kaisa, look at Vel'Koz, look at Rumble, look at Fiora, look at the Tahm Kench. And you realize, like, looking at Pantheon as well, why this game actually felt so easy. Is because
we're strong,
you guys are
and we have Baron.
Yeah. And your champions are good too, so it matters. But like, honestly, in lower elos, it matters less. So then here, let's look at, like, in real time how long you looked at that tab screen. Wow, right? Yeah. Again, no information. Let's look for the next one. There we go. But you're obviously like, that was even less time, right? This one doesn't even count. You're already in the middle of everything. Look at how long you hold it in this situation. Right.
Yeah. And then his skill shot came, and I shit myself.
Yeah. So then let's go all the way back here. Let's go, like, before this mid fight. This recall out of base. I'll do the 5 times, and let's take a look. Do you hold tab? Great. We got around, maybe, how much was that? We hold tab at around 15:48, and then 3 seconds. 3 big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm holding tab out of base, fucking 10 seconds minimum almost every time. But you also gotta understand that I'm a challenger player, and I know what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So a lower ranked player just ingraining this habit and eventually learning is exactly
just do it.
Yeah, but do it. But there are good things to look at always, which is going to be items, levels, condition, items, levels, and summoner spells on your team. There's a lot of other things you can look at: ultimates, the type of items they're building, how much they cost, etc., etc. So many things you can look at. If we were to, like, tally up the total amount of the tab screen you've had this game.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
I'd imagine it'd be like not a lot, like less than 30 seconds, maybe less than a minute, or less than 30 seconds. Could be, I mean, it's just, like, not long. And then you got to think about, like, a very, very high level player. They are doing it for, like, literally while looking at the map, while evaluating things. That's how they make good decisions. They need information.
Yeah.
Okay, he missed a spell. You charge W at him. You figured out that, like, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, why am I running away? I'm fucking huge.
Yep. And then you guys just brute force in the game. Yeah. This is a 1v9 game. 1v9 performance. I'm very impressed. Wow.
Yeah, this is a good video. The other one. Next time. I'll show you next time.
Next time, sure. But to just recenter on what you can do. Like, honestly, again, actually, I mean, I would not think this is a bronze level game. From your end.
Yeah, well,
but
thank you. I'm trying to get better.
Yeah. But to keep it, like, very, very straight with you, I think what your problem is definitely not lock screen. I don't think it's lock screen. Playing lock screen is fine. It's definitely not, like, matchups or anything like that. It's actually, and other junglers have different perspective on this. Other coaches, but this is my take. Is it's getting information. And I emphasize that. I showed it to you lots, but you could probably make good decisions. And if you watch a higher level player play, you're like, oh, that makes sense. I understand why they did that. But it's because they looked at mid, top, and bots, and then held tab, and they thought about flashes, and they thought about conditions, and then you can come to the same conclusion when they've checked all of those conditions. And you're not doing that at all in your games.
Yeah.
On top of that, it seemed like at the start of the game when your teammates died, there was a bit of frustration when your teammates were all dead. Why? You were like, hello, question mark, you typed. He started top, bro. What's going on? Turn chat off.
Yeah.
Actually turn chat off. Yeah. No interaction. And this should be a live experience to understand that every game is winnable. Even your inting teammates can perform. This Kaisa was like fucking the carry this game somehow. And he was inting.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the team, everyone ended up doing good.
So this right here, like, he showed a top, bro, is like, okay, bro, you are playing jungle and you're farming camps and you're walking around. Do you have fingers? Like control danger, control shift, to ping where enemy jungler is, to communicate anything to anyone. Like I don't even know what the point of this is. If Fiora's rewarning for you, wait, or are you saying that did Yorick re-gank ball in or something?
I just thought maybe she was looking for him, but he showed, because she got the shove. I thought she might have been invading him. Well,
it's like her idea is she's gonna ward, so when Yorick comes back to his camps, he has vision, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, so I'm just saying, like don't type to these people.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So turn chat off, and then this bot gank here, Vel'Koz is question mark pinging his lane. Okay, did you even danger ping bot side? You're the one danger pinging the bot crab. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So then,
Yeah, tracking is not good either.
right? No, like you literally know where he is though. You're sort of top, bro. So you're top down. So you're just ping bot lane the Krugs 2, 3, 4 times, and that signals into Kai'Sa and Pantheon's brain that enemy junglers around here. That's it. You're not doing your job. Okay, so if we look at all points of this game, could you have ever used your pings to impact the map differently? And the answer is like sort of. Like right here, if you want to do something, if you want to like play for the grubs, you need to communicate. It's one way or another. You need to communicate something. If you want to like fight here, fight more, you need to communicate. If you want to do the grubs, you communicate. If you want to go to the bot side and do the dragon, you're like danger pinging the dragon, but then you see grubs, and now at this point you pull it. No one knows you're pulling it. I'm telling you, it doesn't get better. By the way, in my challenge level games, some of my laners have some of my pro teammates have died to shit. I literally tell them 10 seconds in advance. I'm like, bro, he's coming, like, he's there, like, and they still die to that shit. I ping it 100 times in challenger games, they still die to it. So you can imagine how it's worse in bronze, but this is a universal thing. Communication can only do so much, but it's necessary. It's your job. It's important. So ping on the way on the dragon 5, 6, 7 times here. Okay, not possible, but just like continuously let people know that this is your plan.
Yeah.
And that's what could make or break some games for you. Because you get this uncontested, great. But the thing is, and the thing I love to explain, is it's not just because you want their help on the dragon. It's to give them a goal to play for. So the idea is the laners are stupid. And I fully believe that this idea that laners are actually genuinely dumb. The only players who can actually use their brain sometimes are like support players because they have to. That's how they win. That's how junglers win. Okay? Now, some junglers are stupid, some supports are stupid, don't get me wrong. But generally speaking, we view the game as like the big picture. That's our job. Laners, on the other hand, got the mechanics, got the laning, they gotta fight people, they gotta continuously fight people, they gotta switch around, that's their idea. So, if you ping the dragon 5 times, Kai'Sa, Vel'Koz, Fiora, like, oh, dragon, oh, that's a great idea, bro. That's one, oh yeah, we can stack for soul. Then they wake up. Now, are some players gonna be like, oh yeah, fuck you, bro, I don't care about your dragon, stupid dragon, I'm playing for gold? Sure. Most players aren't actually like that. Maybe 1 out of every 3, 4 games, I get 1 or 2 people like that. I would say the ratio is 1 out of every 10 people I play with on my team are like that. 1 out of 8, so 1 every 2 games. So what happens? Some laners don't give a fuck about objectives, but everyone else, they want to have a game plan. So that's why you need to use your pings. So at this entire game, you haven't really pinged. So even danger pinging your mid lane. So even right now, by the way, I'm pretty sure Vel'Koz is pretty much done clearing his wave, or he could have cleared his wave quicker if you pinged him, and then he never dies to the enemy jungler. And on top of that, if Fiora is in the top side, and Fiora's up in the top lane, you want to danger ping top lane 2, 3 more times to let him know. It's just that constant communication that you could also think about working on, which can help round out your gameplay because you're making good decisions. So on top of getting more information, if you implement this with also pinging, you can really make your teammates. You can help your teammates make really good decisions as well.
Yeah, ping more.
Okay, because here, look at the map.
Yeah.
5 seconds, this guy's walking on mission, and no one pinged him. Not a single homie pinged him. That's your job, brother. That's on you.
Yeah. I gotta make that map bigger.
Yep. Yeah. Actually, yeah. It actually definitely I think is affecting you. And then back to square one. Fog of War. Did I emphasize this in a point? That is for fun. I think this is just a general note. Think about Fog of War. Okay. But overall, very very solid stuff. Very 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 happy. I think you keep this. You try to figure out why you can't or why you figure out you figure out how to replicate these sorts of games. That's how you're going to find success. Because this is a great early game, and unfortunately we can't dive into team fighting. There wasn't really any team fights, but overall this was a good example of a really good staple of a game. So even if you yourself reviewed this and were like, what sort of decisions did I make to get here? How did I end up getting here? This is a great game. The only other thing that I could give you for some perspective on is how to put yourself in good positions, and that has to do with like when you're in the bot side, you need this dragon. Has to do with like after your wolves blue and gromp, you end up sitting in this tri-bush, and that's not putting yourself in the best position possible to capitalize on either more resources. So your raptors, your red buff, their red buff, their raptors, their Krugs, recalling even quicker, right? So when I mean recalling even quicker is right here, you should insta recall. So you're not emphasizing anything here. You're not emphasizing tempo. You're not emphasizing resources. You're not emphasizing pressure on the map. You're just actually recalling it and wasting time in the worst position. So if you insta recall, it's fine. But look at how much time you spent. 1406, you could recall. Almost.
Yeah. I mean, this works out in this scenario, but yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, there's no intention behind it, which is what I hate.
Yeah.
The intention comes when Kaiser starts spamming on the way. The reason why, look at the map, Kaiser spamming on the way, is because he sees this, and you're not even thinking about this. That's why I'm extremely worried about this. Because you're not even thinking, oh shit, wait, Yumi can come unattached to get vision. That's a very common Yumi thing to do, and you're not even aware that Yumi can do this. And if we bring this back to a separate point I noted earlier, you need to get Sweeper. Because if you have Sweeper here, instead of recalling and feeling useless, you can run through and then use your Sweeper. Alternatively, if you don't have Sweeper, it's not up, hit the Scryers, and there's a lot of ways you can problem solve. And the way you do this, and this is what I explained in my last coaching session, I think you might have been there for it, but it's about reverse engineering.
Yeah.
Your goal here, your big picture goal here, and almost all points of the game, and you said it earlier, was play for items. So you're almost always trying to play for your next item. And what that means is you want to find resources around the map. Objectives help you give resources, especially Herald, especially the camps and everything else, turrets. So you're playing for your item as best you can on top of dragons. But right now there's no dragon up, so you're playing for an item, you're playing for resources, and the resource you can get is potentially the bot turret. So you gotta reverse engineer. How can I pay for the bot turret? Oh, I can hit the Scryers. I can clear wards. I can go behind them here. I can straight up go behind them by doing this. Or I want gold, I want resources, I want objectives. Oh, I can go to my top side, evaluate that my Fiora's winning. So Fiora's winning. I can ping my Pantheon to come. I can get Kaisa to come maybe by using my pings. Or maybe the Herald's fight's not winnable, so I gotta go bot lane. And you can reverse engineer what to do. So then you're like, oh, I want to play for Herald, but then you realize, okay, thinking about the process, like, oh, I want mid prio. Oh wait, that's not happening. I want top prio. Oh, it's kind of even. Oh, we're gonna win it, but then you gotta do we win the fights, etc., etc., etc. So you gotta break down the process once you have already established a goal in mind, and you can reverse engineer. Like I said, you can reverse engineer it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So I think in the early game, it's the same thing. Shit, something different. Constantly. I think it's. I just put some general notes. Constantly. Remind objectives coming up. And resources to complete your next fight. All right, do you have any questions about this game?
Not really. Not this game.
Okay.
I think you covered a lot. That was good. Thank you.
Yeah. Real quick. Fog of War. I'll say it every time. Look right here.
Yeah,
that wave.
Yeah, the minions can see you.
Yeah. There's just so many things. You need to have this idea that you're a ninja. You're a ninja assassin on any jungle.
Don't show.
Don't show. It's your job.
Don't show.
Don't show.
Yeah, all right. That's a good start.
Yeah, no, this is great. I like again, breaking down your OPGG. This is the next thing we can really do is just like you have 450 games, 40 of them are in Viegos. It's less than 10%, like we saw earlier. I'm gonna guess you have 60-70 unique champions.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, 7 in the dog.
70.
Wow, right? That's
why I got to play Viego, bro. So at least I get to play everyone.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it. But no, seriously. So if, at this point, hey, even if you're negative on Viego, you found something you enjoy, you found something you commit to it. You might not find instant success. I mean, you've been finding great success recently, which is great. But commit to it and really stick it through, even if it sucks, even if it's rough, even if you end up losing a few games every now and then. You need to commit to a champion. That's the biggest thing hurting your OPGG at the current moment, hurting your client. Because I like giving this analogy. It's just like you have skill points, and it's like, okay, you can build yourself, you can build your class as a bruiser, or a mage, or an assassin, or anyone else. And when you separate all those skill points, you're no longer any specific class, and it's gonna be harder to win. It's gonna be harder to succeed if you just choose one class, the bruiser Viego class. Put all your points into that. The results that you'll get will be 3, 4, 5-fold. Okay, so you need to. That's why one tricking is a thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you have any other questions.
Yeah. Nah, that was good. Thanks, man.
Of course. Let me go ahead and send you this last quick comments. You said that you were like trying not to pick up bodies. Picking up bodies is fine. It's just don't pick up squishy targets. So I'll actually write this down real quick. Avoid picking up squishy targets in dangerous positions, and also remind yourself that corpses last 8 seconds. So you got a lot of time to get the corpse.
Yeah.
But then also think about the fact that getting a body gives you 10% move speed, and you have an extra ultimate, which is an extra pretty long range dash.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah,
want you to just forget about it.
I give you an example. Like if we get a kill mid, but like we dive and we get the kill, and I could get out, but I accidentally click, and then I'm taking 3 turret shots because he's doing the animation.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's good. It's good to think about it. It's definitely relevant, but yeah. I think it's more like a then you need more control over your cursor, which I actually have some recommendations, really quickly here. Let me go find them. To get better at your camera, not your camera. It's like your clicks. There's a way to get better at your clicks. So I have a list of a few links here actually in my Discord in the announcements from a while back. Let me go show this. So there's a list of all these things here. So I'll quickly show them to you here. Send them to you there. So any and all of these are great resources to practice literally anything. And actually the first one that I love most is the first link called Ganuva.lol dodger or whatever. You play whatever skill shot dodge, and you pretty much just have to it's like League, but you have to dodge things while hitting things, and this is going to give you better control over your character and what you're clicking on. So if you're mistakenly picking up corpses, it could be because you have lack of control over your own character.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have all these other resources like LOL dodge game. It's a very common one. They literally steal League of Legends. And then you have other things you can practice APM with and other stuff. All right, those are some resources you got.
Yeah, sweet.
All right, man. Well, good luck with your climb. I'm excited to see how far you can go. Keep playing Viego, bro. Honestly, it's such an impressive game. But yeah, have a good one, man.
All right, man. Thanks very much. See you later, dude.
See you. Bye-bye. Wow, that was an impressive game. I mean, we can take a look at the OPGG here. Take a look at some Viego games. He did say he was popping off recently. He is working overtime. Look at this: 9 CS per minute, 5-0 and 3. This is great. He's definitely something's clicking. And yo, let me close up the video, bro. Vincent, no, thank you for the 20 gift sub. Yo, okay. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this Viego coaching. I'll see you guys around. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.